Welcome to the review for Unit 4 on unit rates and proportions. All right, so we're going to start with basic rates. So 200, let's use a different color. So 220 miles in 4 hours. So we have to do 220 divided by 4. 4 goes into 22 5 times. Remainder 2, bring down a 0. 4 into 20 goes 5 times. So this is 55 miles in 1 hour, also known as 55 miles per hour. Just make sure you look in the test about how I want the answer written. Do I want it as a fraction, showing 55 miles in 1 hour, or can you write it the other way, 55 mph? Sugar costs $2.85 for 5 pounds. How much does 1 pound of sugar cost? Okay. So it's 2.85 divided by 5. 5 doesn't go to 2. Decimal straight up. 5 and 28. 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Remainder 3. Bring down the 5. 5 into 35. 7. Okay. So this is 57 cents is the answer, by the way. How much does 1 pound of sugar cost? But it's 57 cents for 1 pound. And you write 57 cents that way. $0.57. Cents are in hundredths. So now we're going to do constant proportionality. So we have all of these. It says find the constant proportionality. So it's saying all of these are the same. So all we have to do is one of them. And remember, it says dollars to pounds, cost to to pounds, or dollars to pounds. So the cost has to go up top, the pounds have to go on the bottom. So you do whichever one you think is the easiest. I'm going to do 9.2 divided by 4. 4 goes into 9 twice. 2 times 4 is 8. Remainder 1. Decimal straight up. 2 down. 4 into 12, 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Bring down the 0. 4 into 0. And so, all right. So, is this money? Yes, it is. It's $2.30 for 1 pound. That's the unit rate. K, I would just write 2.3. For K, right, it's not money, it's a number. So we're just going to write 2.3. But the unit rate would be $2.30 per pound. For constant proportionality, I want a number. For a unit rate, although they are the same basic concept, unit rate, I want the units, dollars per pound, $2.30 for 1 pound. Round to the nearest whole number in hundredths. All right, so 58.8 rounds to 59 miles per gallon. Oh, that's awesome, miles per gallon, by the way. So, right, for a whole number, the whole number you're looking there at the ones place, 8 is bigger than 5 or bigger. You go up to 59 miles per gallon. Now for the hundredths, you look at the thousandths. So it's 58 and now because that's a 5, you go up to 58.83 miles per gallon, rounding. So how much money is that? Well, that cents, it's around 23 cents, but we look at the 8 and we're going to go and say this is approximately 24 cents per ounce. So which one is it between? It's between 20 and 30 cents per ounce. One store sells 3 melons for $7.10. Another store sells 6 for $14.20. Find the unit rates in dollars per melon to determine if they are proportional, round to the nearest cents. Okay, so we have $7.10 for 3 and $14.20 for 6. All right, now you should be able to look at that and realize they're proportional because 3 times 2 is 6. And $7.10 times 2 is $14.20. So they are proportional, but it says find the unit rate. So now that we know they're proportional, we also know that they have the same answer, right? 7.1 divided by 3 should have the same answer as 14.2 divided by 6. So I'm going to do the easier one. 3 goes into 7 twice. 2 times 3 is 6. Remainder 1. Decimal goes straight up. The 1 goes down. 3 into 11. 3 times 3 is 9. Remainder 2. We're out of numbers. Bring down a 0. 3 into 20. 3 times 6 is 18. Remainder 2. Bring down a 0. 3 into 20, 6. And we're going to get 6s forever. So this is the unit rate is around $2.37 because we look at the thousands. $2.37 per pound, per 1 pound. Now, if you weren't sure, you could do 14.2 divided by 6, but you should get the same exact answers. And it said round to the nearest cent. That's why I rounded to 37 cents. Kevin paid $4.50 for 0.25 ounces of silver. Find the unit price. So $4.50 divided by 0.25 ounces. So we want to just make sure we know how to do that. Right? You can't divide by 0.25. You have to move the decimal twice. If you move it twice there, you have to move it twice here. So the problem that has the exact same answer as the one we're doing is 450 divided by 25. 25 goes into 45 once, right? And then we have a remainder of 20. Bring down to 0. 25 into 200. Well, there are 8 quarters and $2, so 25 times 8 is 200. And so the unit rate here is $18 per 1 ounce, or you could write it this way, $18 per ounce. Beef costs $8 per pound. How much does it cost in dollars per ounce, right? So this is really the only thing that wasn't like everything else. $8 for 1 pound. And we want to convert that into dollars per ounce. So dollars are sticking around. What we're canceling is the pounds. And it turns out that 1 pound equals 16 ounces. So the 1 pound goes up there, so we can not cancel the ones. Well, we can cancel the one, but cancel the pounds. And so that's 16 ounces. So we get 8/16, which simplifies to $1/2 per ounce. It's $0.50 per ounce, so you could leave it that way, which is 50 cents per ounce, which is also $1 for 2 ounces. All of those are true, but I'm just looking for $0.50 per ounce here, or 50 cents per ounce. Sydney drives at a rate of 12 yards per 1 second. Okay, what is her speed in feet per minute? Now I've given you 2 unit conversions, so I have a feeling this is a multi-step rate problem. We want this in feet per minute, right? So both yards and seconds are going to go away because the answer is in feet per minute. So 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So we're going to get rid of the seconds. So we're going to cancel like that, equals 1 minute. And then we're going to get rid of the yards by putting 1 yard down here and 3 feet up here. So the yards get canceled. So this one's nice and easy. You can multiply this in any order you want. 60 times 3 is 180. Well, let's do 12 times 3 is 36, and 36 times the 60. So 0, 0, then step over. 6 times 6, 36. 6 times 3, 18, plus 3 is 21, 2160. So it's 2,160 feet in a minute. So if you're going 12 yards in a second, you're going to go 2,160 feet in a minute. Right? You're showing these work, you're showing the cancellation, and then you're doing the calculations. Karen types 12 words in 1/5 of a minute. So find the unit rate to show how fast. So that's 12 divided by 1/5, which is 12 times 5, and 12 times 5 is 60 words per minute. 60 words in 1 minute. Stan mixes 3/4 of a cup of apple juice with 1/8 of a cup of grape juice. What is the ratio? So we're going to do 3/4 divided by 1/8, which is 3/4 times 8. 4 becomes divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2, which is 6 apples for 1 grape. Typically, that's how we'd write that answer. There are 6 cups of apple juice to 1 cup of grape juice. Find the constant proportionality that relates feet to seconds. Now, remember, if I say find the constant proportionality, that means I'm saying all these are equal. So 2.5 divided by 1. Oh, wait a minute. We have 2.5 divided by 1. We have 5 halves. This is simplified. That's a complex fraction, but it's basically simplified. So the constant proportionality is just 5 halves. That's typically how we would use it to write an equation. If I didn't ask for the equation, but it would be F equals, right, feet is 5 halves times whatever T is. Right? We don't put mixed numbers in equations. Yes, you could put this as 2.5. Yes, you could put it as 2.5, but I don't know why you would. Find the missing number. All right, so you want to simplify the fraction you have if you can. So 8 divided by 1/6 is equal to 8 times 6, which is 48. So that means this first fraction is 48 over 1. Oh, well, 48 divided by 4 is 12. So 1 divided by 4 is what? It's 1/4. That's what 1 divided by 4 equals. Now you could put 0.25, but why would you do that? Bob walked 3/4 of a mile in 9 minutes. How far will they walk in 24 minutes? Okay, so again, 9 times what is 24? It doesn't really work. We're going to simplify our fraction. 3/4 divided by 9 equals 3/4 times 1/9. Multiply by the reciprocal. 9 and 3 cancel. 9 becomes a 3. And you get 1/12. So this first fraction now simplifies to 1 over 12. 12 times 2 is 24, so 1 times 2, that means it'll be 2 miles in 24 minutes. Missing number. So, right, 4/5 is already simplified, so we can't do that. But we can turn 5 into 9 by multiplying by 9/5, because those cancel. So we can multiply that one by 9/5, and you get what? 36/5 is the missing number. If now you really feel compelled, 35/5 is 7, so this is also 7 1/5, but 36/5 is simplified. Find the table between x and y, but even though it says between x and y, you always write y over x, so it's 3 halves equals blank over 4 equals blank over 7. Well, the 4 one is easy to fill in, right, because 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, so it is 6/4. Now what goes with 7? All right, so we have to figure out how 3 halves equals blank over 7. So we can use our technique, times 7 halves, and that's times 7 halves. And so this is 21 halves was what goes there. 21 halves, well, 20 halves is 10. It's also 10.5. What was k? K is the simplified version. K is 3 halves. If you had to write an equation, I didn't ask that. Y equals 3 halves times whatever x equals, right? If x is 2, y would be 3. If you put the numbers in there, you'll see that works. So similarity, if objects are proportional, they're also called similar. And so we're going to find the scale factor. So now it says smaller to larger. So 4.5 goes with 9. They're in the same location. Or you, if you prefer, you could do 1 3/4 divided by 3.5. Well, 4.5 is half of 9. I think I can just see the answer, but let's just do the work. 4.5 divided by 9, right? You have to make that not 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9. So this is 9 halves divided by 9, which is 9 halves times 1/9. Oh yeah, this is 1/2. So the scale factor, which is just like the constant of proportionality, just like a unit rate, the scale factor is 1/2. Smaller to larger, right? If you say 2, it's wrong because it said smaller to larger. All right, so you're going to find some unit prices and fill in the table. All right, so it says cents, we're rounding in dollars per ounce, so we're going to round it to cents per ounce. So dollars per ounce, that means the dollars goes up top and the ounce is on the bottom. So 12 divided by 32. Now you could simplify that, but I think it's money, it's going to come out as a decimal. Now, well, let's say this. You could divide those both by 2, or you could both divide those both by 4. Let's do that. And you get 3/8. Oh, 3/8. Okay, so then 3/8, you could do 3 divided by 8, or you could make it, right, over 1,000. Because we know that you multiply by 125. 3 times 125 we've done so many times. It's 375 thousandths. right? That's what this is, 0.375. Round to the nearest cents per ounce, though. So that's a 5, so this is approximately 38 cents per ounce. Now, if you want to divide it, you'll get the same answer, 3 divided by 8. If you do 12 divided by 32, you should get the same answer that we got, 0.375. Let's see that, though. I'm going to do the 3 divided by 8. If you want to do the 12 divided by 32, go ahead. But 3 times 8 is 24, and then you borrow, you get a 6, bring down to 0, 8 into 67, 7 times 8 is 56, remainder 4, bring down to 0, 8 into 4, yeah, you get the 0.375, which you have to round to 38 cents per ounce. So that's coffee A. I assume we're going to do coffee B, and it says round to the nearest answer to the nearest cent per ounce, so let's do that again. So it's dollars, $4 for 6 ounces. Now again, you could do 4 divided by 6, and I'll do 4 divided by 6, but it's going to be 2 divided by 3 is the same thing. So 4 divided by 6, 6 doesn't go into 4, but 6 goes into 40 6 times. 6 times 6 is 36. Remainder 4, bring down to 0. 6 into 40 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. Remainder 4, and you notice we're going to get 6's forever. So now we have to round that. And so that's going to round to 67, because there's a 6 right there, 67 cents per ounce. You don't write cents, you write dollars per ounce, point dollars per ounce, but you read that as 67 cents per ounce. Okay, so Leslie goes half a mile in 2.5 minutes. And we want to know, remember that how far she goes in 18 minutes. We got to put that in the same spot. So this is a missing number problem. So we're going to simplify our first fraction, 1/2 divided by 2.5, which is the same as 1/2 divided by 5/2, which is the same as 1/2 times 2/5, which is 1/5. Okay, so all that simplifies to 1/5, but we're still 5 times 1 makes 18. So we need our other technique, which is multiply by 18/5. Then the 5's cancel, multiply that by 18/5, but it's 1 times 18/5. So the answer is 18/5 miles. But let's make a little sense of that. 15/5 is 3, so this is also 3 3/5 miles. Next one. So 4 candy bars cost $5. How much do 7 bars cost? So 7 is with the bars, and we're going to find the dollars here. Now once again, 4/5 is simplified, so we're going to use our technique. We're going to multiply by 7/4. So we're going to multiply that one by 7/4, and we get 35/4, right? 5 times 7 over 1 times 4. But no one's going to the store and saying, can I have 35/4 dollars, please? So we're going to make that money. Right, so 4 into 35. 4 times 9 is 36, so 4 times 8 is 32. Remainder 3. 35 has a decimal point. It goes straight up, 0 straight down. 4 into 30 goes 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Remainder 2, bring down to 0. 4 into 20 goes, oh, and exactly 5. And so it is, how much did 7 bars cost? They cost $8.75 if it's going to be proportional. The same unit rate. All right, let's practice. So we want flour to butter, so it's 3 3/4 cups of flour to 2/3 cups of butter. So we're going to do 3 3/4 divided by 2/3, which is 15/4. 12 plus 3 divided by 2/3, which is 15/4 times 3/2. Oh my goodness, is there no canceling here? Doesn't look like it. So it's 45/8. All right, and so that's a hard, and that's simplified. So it's 45 for flour and 8 for butter, excuse me. So Denise earned $320.82 from working from 9 to 5, right? 9 to 5, standard working hours for many people, right? From 12 to 5 is 5 hours, and 9 to 12 is 3 hours, right? 10, 11, 12. that gets 3 hours. So this is, she worked for a total of 8 hours. Find the answer closest to the exact wage. Well, what I'm trying to get you here is get rid of the 82 cents. Oh, 8 goes into 32, right? 4 times. So this is around $40 per hour. Right now, you could sit there and do all the work, but a multiple choice, if the answers aren't close, you didn't really need to. All right, good luck on the test.